good now afternoon, everybody. Welcome back to our 5th annual career fair. We've already had 2 incredible speakers on retail and childcare, and we're here to bring you some incredible, amazing information, some resources in our local area, in the Fresno County area, with 2 of our very own, Mr. Jonathan Quijas and Mrs. April Green. Thank you both so much for coming here and sharing all these incredible resources with our kiddos.
Good to be here. Great to be here. And I'm super excited about just sharing some of these programs and some of these resources with our family. I guess we can deem this our resource session. How does that sound, Miss Green? Does that sound we're going to deem it our resource session?
That sounds perfect.
All right. So a little bit briefly about me. I work with the school as agency linkage specialist. And then Miss Green, would you introduce yourself? What is your role? What is your title?
So my name is April Green, and I am the Mod Severe Transition high school teacher, and I also help support our adult transition program.
And one of the things I really love about working with Miss April Green is she is a fierce, I think, advocate or looking out for our students' best interests. So one of my roles is trying to look for resources in the Central Valley that can support our students. Well, I can't do that alone. In fact, a lot of resources that we share, that we're going to share today, and actually some of our speakers are from Miss Green, Miss April Green, sharing these resources with us to see, hey, these would be great for our families, these would be great for our students. Can you get them to speak or share? Some of them weren't available, so we're just going to kind of share some resources that we think can help you on your journey, wherever that is. So we'll go ahead and we'll get started. Miss April, did you want to share, or would you like me to share the screen?
I'll go ahead and share the screen. Thank you.
Giving you the ability to share, or?
Yeah, you should be able to.
Okay. All right. So, if you wouldn't mind going to slide 3, I'm super excited about this resources. Well, first off, this is what we're going to be sharing today. We're going to be talking about our alumni services. So these services are actually in-house, and they're offered to the Central Valley Charter School students or former students. We're going to be talking about a program called Career One Stop. We're going to be talking about CET, DOR. We're going to be talking about Taft, Fresno City College to Career, the College of Adaptive Arts, Wayfinder, and the Creative Center. One thing I will say is that these programs are vast. We only have so much time, so we're not able to really go in depth, but we're just kind of painting a broad stroke over these programs and just kind of piquing your interest, if you will, so that you can go and discover more, or you can always reach out to one of us and we can coordinate getting you connected and really, coordinating that. So, all right. So first off, Central Valley Charter School has an alumni program. So this, a little bit about the alumni program. This is we like to say that those who have left us, you never really leave Central Valley Charter Schools. And so we offer all sorts of alumni career and post-secondary services. And this is actually a program that was a vision of Dr. Vasquez. And we are in, I want to say, our 4th year of our alumni program. And we support our students who graduated or left Central Valley Charter Schools in all post-secondary needs. So we support with job search, we support with resume help. We call them career services. So under career services, we offer interest profilers, self-discovery assessments. If you're scratching your head, even though you've graduated and you're like, man, what what am I good at? What are my gifts? We also help with employment documents. So this is there's an opportunity on Thursdays where during Tackle It Thursdays where we sit down with alumni and we work with them on all those employment document needs in order to help them be successful in their job secondary or their post-secondary job search, if you will. We also help with interview prep, career coaching, again, job search support, any type of college documents. So if you say, well, I'm not really looking for a job, but I need help with college, we'll help with that. We'll also help with any type of agency linkage. So recently I sat down with the student and we went through, we pulled up about 40, actually, nope, I remember it's 52 jobs in their area in the grocery industry. That's what they're interested in. So we work with them on that. And so we offer this and a lot of other things. So if you're an alumni or you're a graduating senior, you can reach out or you can scan one of the QR codes. There's a YouTube QR code and there's a Spotify QR code. We also have our alumni services page on the Central Valley Charter Schools Transition website. Or you can just email us at alumni@centralvcs.org, or there's my phone number, 559-258-1680. If you're wondering, hey, I just need help. I don't know where to start. This is a lot. I just need help. You could just shoot us an email. So would you go ahead and go to the next slide? All right, moving along to Career One Stop. I love Career One Stop. When I worked with the Job Corps program, I worked closely with Career One Stop. Career One Stop is like a support job center that was created under the WIOA. If you're having a hard time sleeping at night, Google what the WIOA means. It's a workforce innovation. I forget the O and the A, but it's kind of a program that was put in place by the government to really help people in their job, career, and training and education planning. So Career One Stop is a website, but there's actually brick and mortar career center or job centers that is funded by the Department of Labor. And the Career One Stop website, we don't have time to go through it all today, but it offers job seekers, businesses, students, and career advisors with a variety of free online tools, information, and resources. And so one of the features I really love about the Career One Stop is there's a function, if you go to careeronestop.org, where you can search for all the career job centers in your area. And this is a free resource to you. So let's say you're not available for Tackle It Thursdays, and you really need resume help. Well, you could just go to Career One Stop, look up a Career One Stop that's close by you, and you can walk right in and they will help you with your resume. So, and that goes along with all the other things. They have opportunities for you to, discover what it is you like through assessments. There's career videos. You can research about pay. You can find local programs in schools, scholarships, certifications. And then there's also all the jobs, everything that falls under the job search and any local planning services that you need. That's pretty much what Career One Stop does. And so this is a great resource outside of Central Valley Charter Schools that you can utilize. And if you're having questions on where to get started, you can email me, and I'll go ahead and I'll share. I think what we'll do is we'll share our email addresses, and then you can also email info@careeronestop.org with any questions you have about the website or about your local job center. So great resource. I don't believe we have my email up on the slide, but I think what we'll do is we'll put it in the comments or the description, or you can just go to alumni@centralvcs.org, or my phone number was on the prior slide, and I'll get you connected with the Career One Stop. All right, moving along. I know we're kind of going through this. We have a lot to cover. So next slide. Oh, actually, this is just before I move on. I forgot about this slide. This is just a quick example of all the career one-stop centers that are in Fresno. So you go to the website, you see it says find local help. This is what you can do. And then it says Fresno. So if you live in Clovis, or maybe you're in Salinas, or you're somewhere outside of Fresno, you could just go to the find the local help. Their website is very user-friendly, and you can type in Fresno. And then these are all the career one-stop centers that come up with their addresses, their phone numbers, and their time of operation. So a great resource. I personally toured career one-stops. I have worked closely with them, and we referred, when I worked at the Job Corps program, we referred a lot of students to this great program. Right. All right, Center for Employment Training. I know we've provided a lot of resources to students regarding the Job Corps program, but I wanted to share another one with you that has a very robust vocational option for students. So CET stands for Center for Employment Training, and it's another program very similar to the Job Corps program, and it's to pretty much promote development in trade, education, and just to provide you, the students, with marketable skills and training to help you thrive. And that's pretty much what their commitment is. That's what their mission is. They offer trade schools in growing fields. They also provide support services and job placement. And so what we put on this, on the screen is CET's website, and it's and their phone number, as well as areas that there are the Center for Employment Training. I believe the only one, or actually there's Watsonville in our area, Soledad, and I think Salinas. So CET is a great opportunity. It is different from the Job Corps program in that CET is, it does cost. Now, as far as I know, the question whenever someone says, hey, or they say, hey, it costs, the question is always, well, how much does it cost, right? Well, that varies. You would need to reach out to CET because the programs, whether it's books, uniforms, the cost based on the cost varies per program that you're interested in. So, and they didn't have on their website the cost information, and I didn't hear back from them, but this is a great resource if you're interested in trade school or any type of professional development. And we'll take a look at the next slide at some of the programs that they offer. All right, so they offer business, childcare, construction and building maintenance, culinary, medical, and technical trades, truck driving, and logistics. And under those umbrellas, I'm just going to go through these real quick, is accounting, business office administration, IT support, early childhood care and education. We had a presentation on child care. So if you're really interested in that field and you want to make it official, you could go into a child care training or certification program like CET. Facility maintenance, green building construction, that's a newer field, administrative medical assistant, medical assisting, automotive, electrical, HVAC tech, low voltage applications, welding, and truck driving. So I just wanted to go over those programs. They do offer financial aid options, including federal loan or federal grants, loans, and scholarships for those who qualify. So, but again, the exact cost depends on the program that you pick. Some are more expensive than others, and then they would also consider your eligibility for assistance. So, if you have any questions on CET, you could feel free to reach out, and we're happy to connect you. All right, moving along. All right, and then the Department of Rehabilitation, or the DOR, is program that's local. It supports the students that we've worked with and who we currently work with. And this is for students who have to support students who have disabilities, to help them get jobs, develop or promote in their current jobs, or help them with those independent living skills. And then just some of the areas that they're able to help with: a disability and benefits program, job search, interview skills, job training and tools, college and textbooks, disability equipment, support services like childcare and transportation, and then connecting with other groups that could help you. And so we went ahead and put the DOR's website on the screen there. So if you have any questions on the DR, you can reach out to a staff member or myself, or you can there's the contact information at their website. They too have a user-friendly website. All right, moving along. All right, and then these are just some of the areas which we discussed, but this kind of gives a little bit more in depth, so they can support with this government program, can support with assistive technology, blind field services. There's business enterprise programs. They can help with career counseling and information and referral services. They can support with programs like deaf and hard of hearing services or disability access services. They can help with someone if they have traumatic brain injury, independent living support. They can even help with older individuals who are blind. So it's not just for younger students, but they can help with older as well. They can help with student services. They have an supported employment program, etc. There is a QR code that we put on the screen that will give you, if you go ahead and take your phone out and snap a picture of it or follow the link, it will take you to the handout, which has a little bit more detail on this great government program and support for you and your current or post-secondary needs. All right, and then moving along to Ms. Green. All right, I'm handing the baton off to you.
Thank you, Jonathan. I just got to move some people's faces out of my way so I can see everything. All right, I think I got it. So this is the Transition to Independent Living program at Taft College, and they help with enriching collegiate experiences, interactive inclusive environments. Learning outcomes are transferable to lifelong productivity, career education resulting in gainful employment, self-determination, and knowledge of individual strengths, and empowerment through education. They do have some eligibility requirements, which are listed here on the side of the screen. There is a diploma status and there's a certificate status. So depending on what you have or what you're trying to earn. And then I list the steps there for the application process. I also have the address, the phone number, and the counseling office phone number here for your convenience. Our next program is the Fresno City College, and it's called College to Career. And they try to meet the needs of students with intellectual disabilities and autism in post-secondary education and in the workforce. The C2C program is a collaboration with the Department of Rehabilitation, which Jonathan so kindly provided some information on. It assists students in finding job placement and integration into mainstream college courses to obtain the skills leading toward gainful employment. I also listed the address and phone number here to connect you, along with the eligibility requirements. So you have that access as well. There's also the Wayfinder program at Fresno State. It's an independent living certificate program for young adults with intellectual and/or developmental disabilities. The participants of Wayfinders enhance their independence by residing in student apartments, participating in work experience internships, enrolling in courses at Fresno State through Open University, and actively participating in the community. I also did a link here where it says Comprehensive Transition and Post-Secondary Program. You can follow that link to learn more about the program. I also listed the eligibility requirements here on the side for you, as well as the address and phone number and the email address to contact them if you'd like further information. This is the Creative Center. It's an arts program. It's a nonprofit for adults with developmental disabilities. They have a mission of fostering self-expression, self-worth, and personal growth through the arts. Community integration, providing cultural resources to the community, and recognizing the individual's value and contribution. Some of the services they provide include visual arts, performing arts, life skills, and art services. They do have 2 offices in the Visalia area, and you can reach out through email or phone number, which is listed here at the bottom. I think that brings us to the end of our presentation.
All right, any questions? Do we have any questions?
It doesn't look like we have much in the chat right now, but I just wanted to quickly, on the behalf of us and all of our students and families watching now, or obviously, of course, later, being in our virtual environment, we always have that wonderful flexibility of being able to watch this stuff later. Thank you both so much for all of those amazing resources. I know that they will be extremely helpful in helping a lot of our students be able to find and connect with resources after school, after graduation or promotion. As always, I know, Jonathan, we always ask our other presenters as well, but those students who do watch this back later on our school's YouTube channel, if they have any questions, either on the comments or emailing in, would either of you both be willing to answer those questions for our students?
Absolutely.
Okay, wonderful.
I can also update our slides to include both of our names and our contact information. And then if you can attach this, I know at the bottom of a video, sometimes you can attach like a Google document or something. If you can attach that, then they can see that as well.
Absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely. That's what we're here for. We're here so you don't have to feel like you're doing life alone. And that's, we'll in serving students and families, this is what we're passionate about. We have on Tackle It Thursday, sometimes we'll have students who show up, they're like, hey, I need help with the resume, and they'll meet one session and we help them out and they're like, I got it. And then we have others who are like, I really need you to hold my hand through this resume process. So feel free to reach out. If you're like me, I always think of my questions after the fact. And just, if all you remember from this presentation is like, I need help and I can reach out to Mr. Jonathan and Miss April, like, we're here to support you guys. This is what we love doing. This isn't just a job, this is a passion. So we love supporting you all in where you're at currently or where you plan to go.
Awesome. Wonderful. Well, thank you both so much for your time, sharing all of those amazing, again, incredible resources with us today. For everybody else who is watching, make sure to either tune in for our 1 o'clock, which we were talking about pet care, or if you're watching this back, check out the next video on this playlist, which will also be about pet care, which is going to be really cool. One of the first times we've had someone like that in our career fair, and it's going to be really cool. You won't want to miss it. So thank you, everybody, and we'll see you in the next one.